Shalom, shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakwah. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with no lesson. As shalom to the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Asherallah. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with no lesson. Today's lesson is to be on this again. I know I did this before, but there's something else that I wanted to get into on this, which is the race war, which, that is something to be aware of, keyword aware of, or what's it called? Slakia, okay, basically, to be aware of, alright, because, what happened was that there was this one dude that was basically this guy who was saying that it's basically, everyone is saying it basically, but, the thing is, oh my god. Slakia, but the thing here about what they're trying to do is how it is a kind of a not necessarily a fear tactic. Well, not necessarily a fear tactic. Well, yes and no. It's basically a tactic to kind of stir up the spirits, because people. I'm not saying this is definitive, all right, but people do like to say 9/11 isn't real and stuff like that. I don't know if that's true, and ultimately it really does not matter, because at the end of the day, the stuff about that is that caused people to start hating the Middle Easterns, people that follow Islam and stuff like that, where that was a big thing, all right, where that they use these tactics in order to, kind of like, but the difference between then and now is that, we have information, we have the internet, which allows us to have information readily available to us, all right? So as a result of that, it's stuff like this that allows us to be able to say, okay, now we see that is a lie. That now we see that this is a fear tactic, a thing, or demonization strategy. Okay, because that's the thing where you have this whole popular trend of YNs and stuff like that. So now they're taking people's already hatred for YNs, all right, and then trying to pin that into say, oh, now these YNs, like these subsection of Jake or whatever, they want to hurt and harm our government, all right. Well, no, that's not, and that wasn't even true, because as I said in the video, and as these people have already shown, that's not true, because in the actual original video, what they actually said was, we, as in America, stand against Iran. That was basically what they were saying. Okay, so ironically, they were speaking out for America, not against it, but yet they got demonized is for it, speaking out for America. And it's that backwards logic where someone decided that certain jakes that went out of their way to say, oh yeah, we support Trump's decision to do whatever bombing or whatever. We support Trump's decision to do bombing, whatever, because I think that was basically what was the thing. That was a political stance that they took, and then as a result of that, it's just like, okay, well, let's flip that around into these jakes are saying that they hate ICE and stuff like that, which people have reason to hate ICE, but they didn't even say that. So they didn't even say that, all right? So Slakia, I keep on getting freaking stuff, but basically that's the thing where you know they it really does go to show that you have a government, the government Twitter, like the official government Twitter, that just goes to show that it goes beyond just systematic just your average individual racism, because it's not just the average individual, it is literally at a systemic level. Through their systemic policies and their beliefs, they do not consider us people, or people that they want on their sides. They do not want anything to do with us. They genuinely hate us. All right. And we already went in on that, Ezekiel 35 verse 5, where they have that perpetual hatred towards us. Okay. They cannot stand being, oh, is this? No, it's not. They cannot stand being around us. They absolutely despise us. They do not want anything to do with us. All right. The only thing that they want to do with us is to harm us. All right. And they keep on showing that over and over again. All right. So 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we have to be aware of these types of things, like the AI stuff. Okay, you have to be aware of the different ways that Esau can manipulate people, so that you can see that, okay, you know what, this is what's happening. This is how you defend yourself. This is why you take precautions. This is why you don't go around brandishing firearms and pointing like, oh yeah, I hate these people, blah 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 blah. And even then, still they will still go out of their way to lie. They will still go out of their way, because the thing is, over here, what I just thought was stupid in general is that you had no reason. You had no reason to, and again, this is not their fault. Even though I'm going to say that they were wrong for making the video in the first place, I'm still going to say at the same time, simultaneously, that they are absolutely not at fault for what had happened. But at the same time, there is fault to be had for just even considering to kind of show some sort of solidarity with Esau Edom, when Esau has shown you time and time again that he hates you, that he absolutely despises you. All right. Now, continuing on, Matthew 10 verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Now, this is another thing that I kind of wanted to get into, because the stuff here, what happened here is that, well, let's get this first. John 13:16. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. And this thing here is how I forgot to get it out. It was Matthew chapter 28, I think. Basically, what happened, I could have gone to John, but it's a lot easier because I'm more familiar with Matthew. But basically, how here where they had brought Yahawashi up with accusations. They had accused him of doing a whole bunch of stuff, but then Yahawashi was like, he basically just stayed quiet during the whole time, because it's like it was just like, there's even the thing is that even if you prove your case, even if you speak your case, you say and you explain to them why they're wrong for what they're saying, and whatever they're saying is wrong, objectively wrong, it really does not matter, especially with Pilate, where he and this is in the entirety of this chapter, I believe, where he was even saying how I don't see, let me actually get it. Okay, where the frick? What? That's crazy. Anyway. Verse 3. Luke chapter 23, verse 3. And Pilate asked him, saying, Art thou the king of the Jews? And he answered him and said, Thou sayest. Then said Pilate to the chief priests and to the people, I find no fault in this man. Where even, I'm going to just take a quick look. Tease, or Pilate, all right. He was even saying, as the judge, he was saying that, like, he didn't even do anything. Like, what do you guys are just accusing him. Like, there's nothing here that he deserves punishment for. And that, and it's that exact same thing where for us, we won't have done anything, but the thing is that there could be the Lord could make it so that you are going to get locked up. You are going to get you are going to have to address the judge, a judge, for something that you did not do, because apparently this whole AI stuff is a very serious thing. They changed the AI tag and stuff like that. So who's to say that they're not? Because there was also AI video of Will Smith eating a burger and it looked very real, and I think Will Smith confirmed that it is not him and stuff like that. Where if they're doing these different types of stuff, where we're conscious of these things and how AI is getting out of hand. All right, and they're going to use stuff like this to demonize us. They're going to use stuff like this to lie on us, to accuse us of stuff we did not do. All right, we're not going to partake in whatever stuff, but we're still going to be accused. We're still going to they're still going to be saying, oh, this person did this. We need to do this, X, Y, and Z. Crucify him, just as the people had done. All right, to Yahawashi all those years ago. All right. Now, again, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, for a nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And the thing here is that we are waiting for these, this civil war, race wars, world war, and all the stuff, everything, even famines and pestilences and stuff like that. We're literally waiting for everything, because we're gradually getting into the time where Yahawashi is going to return, and we see that through multiple different signs and stuff like that. So call Yahawashi. All right. Now next, John 8:44, ye are of the father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And this is another thing where Esau is trying to stir up conflict, stir up lies, rouse his people up in order to want to kill our people. All right. So this is and that's where he's pushing out these lies and stuff like that in order to destroy us. Then finally, just to end it off, Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Verse 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Basically, you have those Jakes, those young Jakes, those YANs, whatever. I don't even think they were YANs. I don't think they were just young teenagers and stuff like that, being stupid and standing for the wrong reason, and when they could have just not did that TikTok in the first place, but whatever, I guess. Anyway, yeah, they're basically just going to be collateral damage if they even are attacked. All right, because they might be attacked, they might not be. There might be one of these Edomites are going to come up and just say, "Oh, you said this online, you did this online," and the thing is that they might know that they didn't do it, but they don't care. Esau definitely doesn't care. He just wants to do whatever he wants to us. All right. So yeah, that was basically it. I will say that this was not the wisest thing to do, but whatever. It like this is going to happen. We have to kind of just understand that and do our best to avoid trouble as much as we can. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Shem YAHAWASHI, Shem Rakwakwidash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone of Adbal, and Shalom.